On the latest episode of Real Time with Bill Maher, he gave his take on the difference between Republicans and Democrats. Take a look.
Politics in this country is binary. You have to wear everything anyone on your side does. Republicans are the party of don't wear masks, kids in cages, lock her up, and Democrats are the party of every hypersensitive social justice warrior, woke story in the news.
I think she's probably been put in there because according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want
Let me attacks me on a regular basis. She says stupid shit on a regular basis. They just happen to coincide. But can I just say this? I had on last week.
It's a total takedown. Bill Maher does not hold back, and you can feel it hit a nerve. The backlash? A full-blown meltdown from the left. But what exactly did Joy Behar say this time that pushed him to walk out?
I think she's probably been put in there because according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though, it's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous...
Maher seemed to revel in tossing out crude remarks about someone's looks instead of addressing their actual qualifications. Classic The View behavior. But did Maher rip into them directly, or did he zero in on the hypocrisy? His response breaks it down piece by piece.
Isn't it interesting that it's called, I don't think they meant this when Barbara Walters invented it a long time ago, but it's The View.
Well,
that's the problem in America. There is one view,
right, and
one
that's clearly
true opinion, and everybody else.
Classic Maher, calling out The View for being more of a one-sided lecture than a real discussion, and when one co-host gets snubbed just for having a different take. Maher's point practically proves itself. But did he dive deeper into how this mindset is wrecking political discourse, or was it just a full-on roast?
This country is binary. You have to wear everything anyone on your side does. Republicans are the party of don't wear masks, kids in cages, lock her up, and Democrats are the party of every hypersensitive social justice warrior, woke story in the news. They're the party that disappears people or tries to make them apologize.
Maher's takedown is textbook hypocrisy, exposing the binary political mindset that forces blind loyalty. It's tribalism. Democrats back every controversy. Republicans dig into every hardline stance. Maher didn't just call out The View, he argued that if B. Levitt were a Democrat, she'd be hailed as the next feminist icon. But because she's linked to Trump, she's just a size 10 Greg Gutfeld. And speaking of Gutfeld, he likely had a field day with this. So what was his main target? The View itself, or Bear's blatant double standard?
Is she really a 10? We'll be right back.
Jesse was a 7.
Joy Behar calls her a 10. I mean, how dare she objectify a woman with a sexist rating system, but it's such a typical thing from a 1.5.
He didn't hold back, went straight for the jugular. Let's be real, if the roles were reversed, Bear would be leading the charge against this kind of blatant sexism. But because she's the one doing it, the hypocrisy is off the charts. The irony, while Lev is out there proving she's more than just a pretty face, Bear's busy tossing cheap shots instead of making a real argument. And that final jab from Gutfeld, -1? Absolutely brutal. But did he expand on it? Or was that his mic drop moment?
The ever-empowering feminist, Joy herself, everyone. And this is why, of course, she's on The View and not working for the most powerful man in the world, because Caroline would wipe the floor with you bitter banshees.
At this point, the hypocrisy is practically performance art. When a liberal woman gets criticized, it's sexism. But a conservative woman? Fair game to drag her looks. The mental gymnastics, Olympic level, and that cackle defense, claiming disliking a laugh is misogyny? That's playing by a rule book where she always wins. Honestly, it's getting tired, but did anyone actually call her out on air? Or did her co-hosts just pretend it was business as usual? Intro 7, these takes are starting to sound like political. Mad libs, just toss in a few buzzwords, stir in some outrage, and boom, you've got a segment.
What really ticks me off about him, though, is this laughing Kamala Kamala remark? It's such a sexist remark because a guy I was with over the weekend, a friend of mine, they said Kamala's laugh annoys me. Remember they said that about Hillary's laugh, that she was cackling. And men, you know, they don't like a funny woman. They're afraid if you laugh or you make a joke that maybe you'll do that when they're in bed with you. It's like this fear.
Bear's logic is so off the rails, it's almost impressive. Naturally, Ben Shapiro wasn't having it. When someone says something that wild, you can almost hear Shapiro winding up to obliterate it at lightning speed. So what did he fire back with this time?
Weird cackling. It's because you fear her in the boudoir. Oh, that's a theory there, Joy. I feel like, given her personal history, I mean, Willie Brown and all, that's probably not what people are thinking about Kamala Harris when they are thinking about that type of activity, but sure, go with.
Their own inconsistencies are their downfall. Rather than addressing real concerns, they just throw out buzzwords like a broken slot machine, hoping something sticks. Sometimes things are just annoying, not sexist or racist. Kamala laughs off the challenge of grading Biden's speeches, and Trump's tweets stir turmoil, but not the way The View would have you believe. It's the same tired playbook. Critique a leftist darling, and you're immediately labeled as something terrible. Avoid the debate, trash the critic, and pretend the issue never existed. But here's the twist. People are starting to catch on.
With some kind of mandate is not true. I mean, we have information there. He beat Kamala Harris by 1.6%. Joe Biden beat Trump by 4.5%, and nobody said it was a mandate. So get that out of your lips, out of your mouth. These people were saying it's a mandate. It's not a mandate.
Joy Behar, once again, is very confused. The reason that Trump is said to have a mandate here is not because he won the election by 1.6%. He didn't win the election by 1.6%. He won the election in a landslide. He got 312 electoral votes. Electoral votes is what determines who wins the presidential election. He only needed 270 to win, and he got 312. Totally destroyed Kamala Harris. That number, the 1.6 or 1.8% that she's referencing, is the popular vote. Trump also won the popular vote. First time a Republican's done that in 20 years. Huge. Democrats have an advantage in the popular vote because Republicans generally don't campaign in the big Democrat states, New York and California, because the Democrats are going to win it anyway. It's a waste of campaign dollars and
Joy on The View on Friday.
What was your reaction? Oh, my reaction was I was at Costco buying, 10 boxes of Keurig coffee, and my watch started to buzz, and I got so excited I started leaking a little bit.
Just when you didn't think you could be more upset, you have to picture Joy Behar's vagina. I'm sorry.
Leaking at a Costco.
I don't want it. I didn't want any of the events that happened late last week. What's going on? Why? There's such a thing as TMI. There really is. Like, it was inappropriate. She's inappropriate. It was disgusting, and no one wants to be thinking about that. But on the larger point, that's how rabid they are. Like, it literally caused her to pee her pants. She was so excited to see Donald Trump convicted, like a 3-year-old seeing Goofy at Disney.
If you found this breakdown eye-opening, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.